Welcome to another one of these technique kind of videos. I thought I would do one on the brand new Pure Sheen Gemstones. You might be thinking, what kind of techniques can you do with gemstones? But most of this swatch book is just kind of ideas of little patterns you can make with them, how to use them with other tonic dyes that have come out, or there's a few technique-y things of how you can change the colour of them or use them in other Nuvo products as well. But I just thought it's quite a cool thing to have a little swatch book made, and I might as well film a video with it while I've got it. I'm not sure if I'm definitely going to do an up-close video for the gems because I haven't actually made any samples with them yet. I will do, but I haven't quite done them yet. I wanted to get my little swatch book done first so I could have a proper play with them. So the brand new gems. So when I first got mine, I just stuck them all onto one of these little index cards just so I could see what they were. And each of their 8 that they have in the collection are a different shape and a different colour as well. So you've got a real mixture of things to play with. And inside each of the pots you get 3 different sizes. I have briefly talked about the gems for kit 19. You got some rose triads in a little mini pot, so you might already be familiar with them. But yeah, you get 3 different sizes in each of the colour and shapes of them. They're really gorgeous gems. You probably heard me raving about the quality of them, but look at those pearl ones as well. They are super high quality, and the majority of the gems, it doesn't matter what colour you stick them onto, they kind of have a coating on the back of them which is silver, like a lot of gems do, which means you can't see anything through them. But if you have a look at these ones, I stuck them over the line and you can see the line through the crystals, and you can see it, yeah, you can just about, on that big one there, you can just about see the line through one of those facets on there as well. So the Amethyst Squares and the Crystal Gems are 2 that you can put onto black card and get different results with them, or I've got another cool way of sticking them down as well to give them different colours too. So yeah, that's just something else. And but the white ones too are solid, so you can put the white ones on black and they stay white, so that's also great. What else do I want to say? Well, just the gorgeous facets on them as well is just amazing. And the hearts, I love that they are actually heart shaped. Like a lot of heart gems I've had in the past, definitely the smaller they've got, they've looked more like blobs and you can't really see the 2 lobes of the heart at the top, but they've made these really nice heart shapes as well. So all of the gems, the 8 different ones, they come in cute little bottles with the Nuvo logo dented into the top, a bit like their glitters and sequins and confettis. And they are a 20ml bottle, and obviously you get 3 different sizes in there. Mine are quite empty because I've been using them a lot because I love them. Yeah, so that's how they all come in gorgeous little bottles. I love Nuvo and tonic packaging. It just looks so lovely sitting on your shelf. Yeah, so that's how they come. And yeah, I haven't done any of my actual card samples yet, so I might film an up-close video with them as well. But I just wanted to show you this like swatch book with a few different ideas in it. So at the beginning of the swatch book, I have added in just me messing around making patterns with the gems. So this is the rose triads. You can put 3 together to give a cute little pattern. This almost looks like a 4-leaf clover. You can make a little bow, and you can use different sizes together to create a pattern with them as well. Then with the silver petals, you can use the largest and the medium to create this shape. You can use the medium and the smallest to give that sort of, it kind of looks like a fleur-de-lis, that kind of, or a lotus or something. You can use 6 of them together to create a flower. It's got a little hole in the middle, but gives a cool flower look, and obviously you can do that with all 3 sizes. You can even draw a line and use the 3 different sizes to create your own foliage, so it actually looks like a little branch with leaves on. Then with the Amethyst Squares, which is my favourite, The tiny ones, look, you can even write with them. You can actually spell things out. Okay, granted, you probably wouldn't spell out a too big of a word, but like my nickname is C, so you could easily do an initial or just a letter with them for a really special card. You can create little corner elements using a couple of the different sizes. I love this pattern, using the largest one in the centre and then the medium sizes, and also you can just do a border as well. It's not really picking up the stunning colour of these on my camera because it doesn't like purple and pink, but you can see just the shimmer of the facets on them is gorgeous, but they are really gorgeous purpley pink colour. Then with the water droplets, again, you can create flowers. I did do all 3 sizes for this one because I just loved the way they came out as flowers. But you can also use the biggest and the medium to create a little butterfly. Doesn't it look sweet? So cute. And then, I haven't done this for all of them. I've done it for most of them. But we've got the cherry hearts. Again, you can do the flowers. I did all 3 sizes for this one too. That's just using 5 hearts together to create the flower, whereas the other ones are using 6 of the gem together to create a flower. And you can do, again, 4 together, gives like a 4-leaf clover kind of a look. You can put 2 together, it kind of looks like a bow, and I'll show you some more inspiration with that later. Then I've done 2 different cards showing you the pearl rectangles. You can create a cool little border element, that's using all 3 sizes going up and down. You can put 4 of them together to create little squares. You can do this kind of geometric looking flower where you put 2 gems together and have 4 petals coming off of it. You can even make brickwork effects, which I thought was really cool, especially for like masculine cards as well. And I mean, I've used a load of these gems here to create these swatches, but it's still over half full, my bottle, and yeah, so I've used a lot of all of these gems, and I'm amazed at how far they've gone. Like, it's insane how much is in the bottle. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to need more bottles of these to be able to show you all the different cool techniques and patterns you can make with them, but seriously, all of my bottles are half full still. But I mean, I haven't made my full card samples yet, but yeah. So that's the brick pattern that you can do with them. Then this is showing them on black and white. So you see here, they're that gorgeous purple colour, but look, if you put them on black, they give that petrol look because they're reflecting the black card from underneath them. And then I've shown that the white rectangles, the pearl rectangles, have stayed white on the black card, which is great as well. And then that is the clear ones on the black card as well. So they give that cool petrol look. So, and they kind of give the same look as well. You can see that that one's purple from the side. You can't really see it on camera, but you can see the purple of the gem on the side of that one. But they look so cool. I love that look. I used to do a lot of beading, and that used to be one of my favourite colours of beads to use, that sort of petrol look. Then you can use them to decorate patterned papers. This is using the crystals, and look at that, they look peach coloured now because I've put them on a peach colour of paper. So the crystals are really great for like camouflaging into your designs as well, because they really do take on whatever colour you put them on top of. And then this is just using some of the rectangles to create linear elements on a patterned paper as well. And these are 2 of the Dream in Colour ones from the little paper pad. Then you can even use the smallest of the gems to cover a word die cut. Is that dog hair? So this one is one of Will's Hands ones, and you can just add your gems over your word die cut as well. The Will's Hand ones are like the perfect size for the tiny little crystals from the the crystal gems. Gorgeous. Then, as I was saying earlier, creating patterns using the rose triads, you can create little fish. I thought they were really sweet. And then you can use the clear crystals as bubbles as well. Then, if you've got any of the buildable characters, they're really great for embellishing them. For the eyes, I drew a black dot underneath and then stuck the gems on top, so you get that cool look. Putting a little heart on the chest of a character looks really sweet. The golden ovals look great to decorate the crown that came in the Dressables die set. Then, another one of the buildables. I wanted to do this with the rabbit, but I don't have the rabbit die set, but it works with the hippo too. Look at the teeth. They're the pearl rectangles. And I think it would work really well for the rabbit as well. I did the same thing for the eyes, and then I gave her a little bow in her hair using the rose triads as well, but you could equally use the hearts too. Then, yeah, see this one, I had this little rabbit and I wanted to try and put the teeth on the rabbit, but they looked too big. So I just was showing here that you can make the gems look blue by putting them on something you've coloured blue. And then on the ends of the little magic wand, look, you've got the little tiny rectangles on the magic wand. Then these gems are launching on Create and Craft with some new butterfly and dragonfly dies, so they create the perfect bodies for your butterflies and dragonflies. This is using the golden ovals, one large one landscape, one large one portrait, two mediums and a tiny one. Creates the perfect little body for a dragonfly. And then for the butterfly I used a rose triad and two of the silver petals to give a body for that one. So it worked brilliantly. Then going back to the rose triads and the cherry hearts, you can create little bows with them. And look, you can put them on a little kite. This is using one of the diamond layering dies, and then I just freehand drew on a sort of a kite shape on them, and then look, you can add them as little bows, which is really sweet. Then an obvious use for them, flower centres, perfect. And this again is the crystals, and they've picked up the pink colour of the card underneath, so they really blend in nicely. Then using them to decorate any of your patterned panel dies that you might have from Tonic as well. This is one of their actual patterned panel dies, using the golden ovals and the silver petals to fit inside the design. Then this is one of the dies from the brand new keepsake insert creators, and those squares fit perfectly into the pattern, and then I've used some of the little rectangles on there as well, which I thought was really neat. Then this is another one of the pattern panel dies, using the water droplets and a few of the crystals just to decorate that. And then this is the towering trellis kaleidoscope die, and I just used that top part of it with that sort of latticey kind of a pattern, and added on smaller squares which fit perfectly in the design, and some of the crystals as well. I really like that one. Then, okay, now come the more like technique-y things with the gems. So, for this first one, they are all the exact same gem, but I stuck them down with Nuvo crystal drops. So this is sticking it down with black. That was with ivory seashell. This one was with ripened pumpkin. This one was with woodland green, and this one was with a glittery purple, I think it was purple rain. And you can actually get that glitter effect if you stick it down with a glittery one. But isn't that so cool? But if you don't have the coloured Nuvo crystal drops, you can get the same effect by taking one of your alcohol pens, or any pen, drawing a dot of the colour and then just sticking them over the top. So that was a dot of black, and then stuck a gem over the top, and it gives the same kind of effect. A few different colours I've used, but gives the same kind of effect, that it really changes the colour of the gem, but you still got your white background. Then, one of my favourite things to do with gems, and I usually do it with buttons as well, adding on thick tacky glue, and then sticking in a load of the gems, and then adding glitter, or sometimes I use microbeads to cover the rest of the glue that's there. And then once it's dry, you tip off the excess, and you've got a really like encrusted shape, which I think looks really cool. I usually call this technique button focal point, because I usually do it with buttons, but this one's with gems. Then you can also embed them into your Nuvo expanding mousses, and they seem to be heat stable as well. The heat didn't seem to affect them at all, so it looks really cool. I want to do this on the tail of a mermaid, so hopefully I will do that as one of my samples. Then, what about if you're not that keen on some of the colours, or you want to use all the shapes on one card but you want them all to be the same colour? This is heat embossing. So you just literally squish your clear mark ink pad over the top of your gem, add on your embossing powder, and then heat it. And then you've got all of the different shapes in silver, or you could do gold or copper or anything you want to. So that's really cool. And then finally, using your Nuvo alcohol pens to colour them. And it doesn't bead up. I mean, look at that. Look how perfect of a black gem that looks, but it was gold. But adding on just your black Nuvo pen over the top, like Nuvo alcohol pen, and again over the silver, covers really nicely. Obviously the white covers really nicely as well. Any of them you can change into whatever colour you want. So if you wanted to use all the different shapes on a card, but you wanted them all to go together, you colour them all black and have black gems with all the different shapes. So there are loads of different ways that you can use these gems, and I just really wanted to show the versatility of them with this little swatch book. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, there might be an up-close video on the gems showing some samples I've made too, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I hope this has given you a lot of ideas of ways to use your gems too. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!